Hello my fellow gamers and geeks, how are you? David Franco here from davidthefranco.com with my monthly arcade block unboxing. Now this might technically be March's box, but for some reason it showed up in April. But regardless, it's gamer and geek stuff, so obviously I'm quite excited about this. So let's just open it right away. Of course I forgot my knife. It's right down there. Can I do it without the knife, guys? Alright, hold on. Come on, David. You've been unboxing products for how many years now? Like 8? God, time flies. Let's open this. Let's get it done. As always, be sure to cut towards yourself because that's the best way of going about the general unboxing rules. Hashtag arcade block. By the way, did I even explain what arcade block is? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory from the title of the product. It's a monthly box for gamers and geeks like you and myself. I've been a gamer since, what, 2 years old, 3 years old, whatever. Just the first time I could hold a gaming controller and actually process what's going on screen up until today. And as far as I can tell, I will be a gamer until the day I die. Because why not? You're never too old to have fun. Alright, so the first item for this month. Whoa. Did they mean to give me 2 shirts? Because there are 2 shirts in here, guys. 2 shirts! That's a lot of value. And of course, if you want to sign up for Arcade Block, use my link right below. It basically helps me out as a content creator, and it helps you out because you're getting cool gamer and geek stuff. 2 shirts! Is this a mistake? First off, radio-free Kyrit. Oh! Hopefully I'm saying Kyrit right. That is from Far Cry. Because I actually beat Far Cry 4 not too long ago. And I'm really glad I did because otherwise I would have no idea what this means. So that is very cool. I'm not the biggest Far Cry fanatic, but I enjoyed Far Cry 4. In my opinion, the gameplay mechanics could have been a lot better, but it was fun just exploring. It was kind of like an Elder Scrolls game, but not nearly as in-depth, if that makes sense. Which is a good thing because I could actually beat it in a pretty good amount of time and get to other games. So cool. Awesome shirt and awesome start. Now this one is, looks like Legend of Zelda with a GameCube controller. Look at that. You know what? The GameCube controller to this day is probably one of the weirdest designs in gaming history, at least in terms of controllers. But there's something about it that worked, especially with Smash. That huge A button and the smaller B button and then Y and X. It's just a very odd design, but in a good way. And of course, I give Nintendo props for mixing it up and trying something new, because then it got even more interesting with the Wiimote and then eventually the gamepad. Have you ever noticed that Nintendo is the only gaming company that really tries hard in mixing up their controller design? Which is very interesting because Sony and Microsoft like to play it safe, which I don't blame them because their overall controller designs haven't changed all that much over the years. But Nintendo, from console to console, their controller design changes significantly. So Nintendo, I give you props for taking risks. Of course, I always have more to say than you probably want to hear, but it's whatever. Alright, next item, stress controller. Works with all games. Cool. So this is like a stress ball, but an Atari controller. I believe this is an Atari joystick. Yeah, joystick. Atari... What was it? What Atari did this work with? I forget, but I played the Atari 2600 and Atari something else. The number is skipping in my mind at the moment. And I also played ColecoVision, which I believe ColecoVision had a controller like this, aside from the one that looked like a phone with the joystick. Very odd. It's just amazing how far we've come in just the gaming market in general. But cool. So if I'm ever stressed, I can just squeeze the crap out of this and pretend it's my haters' hearts. Die. Here you go. Go in peace. I don't play well with haters. Waste of space. Yes! Shh. This is why I cannot live in an apartment This is cool. A Game Boy book, like a notebook of some kind, but with sticky notes. Check this out. We have all these colored labels. We have these mini sticky notes, and then we have these larger ones. That is awesome. Maybe I'm easily amused, but I love notebooks because I love taking notes for my website, which just happens to be behind me. One of them anyway, my personal website. And I'm just a big believer in notes. And plus, it's gaming themed. So, why not? Next up is a Street Fighter Ryu. I've always been curious about that. I think it's Ryu, right? Yeah. LED torch with Hadouken sound. It says try me, but it's not making a noise. Oh. You hear that? That's pretty sweet. God, it's been a while since I played a Street Fighter game. I'm definitely gonna have to catch up on that. So, I want to ask you guys, are there any modern day Street Fighter games that are good? I mean, I don't think there's been any really terrible Street Fighter games, right? I mean, I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan. I've always been more of a Mortal Kombat fan. I freaking love Mortal Kombat. But anyway, the point is, are there any good Street Fighter games nowadays that I can buy for modern day consoles and handhelds? Especially Vita. The Vita is a great fighter portable console. And finally, last but not least, we get a Batman Arkham Knight #1 DC Comics comic book. Awesome. I'm not a comic book fan really nowadays, but this is cool. Oh, and it says arcade block down here. So I think that means it's an arcade block exclusive. It could very well be. So that is awesome, and I will be keeping this in the plastic just in case because I enjoy collecting things. And, oh yeah, double shirt month. That is cool. I have yet to see that in any other subscription box. Just saying. Guys, again, if you want arcade block for yourself, use that link right below. I appreciate it, and you'll enjoy it very much. Shirt Punch joins the block. So I think that has something to do with dual shirts. So cool. Awesome. 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 I missed the theme. I couldn't find... Oh, wait. Is the theme on here? But yeah. There you go. An extremely successful arcade block. Guys, I am genuinely happy. What the frig? I am genuinely happy with this service. So arcade block, if you guys are watching, keep up the awesome work. This is the kind of stuff that I appreciate as a gamer and as a geek. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace. Hadouken!